Welcome to another Minecraft stream. I'm just going to quickly share this onto my other social media and then we will be good to go. Right, let's go to my videos. Mute my phone so I don't deafen myself with my own reverb. Get rid of the chat because the chat is automatically there. Share Facebook. And we're going to call this Minecraft Creative Stream episode number 2. There we go. I'll just check that has that's hit my Facebook. Let's have a look. Alright, there we go. I think we are rolling. We are live, everything is good. And it has now been shared to my Facebook page, which is of course my main... my Facebook is kind of my main point of sharing all of these streams and videos and whatnot. So that's lovely, that's wonderful. Right, well, we are back in my fake room inside of the world of Minecraft. And before we kind of start building stuff today, I'm just going to show you guys what I have tweaked, what I've changed. Let's have a look here. Just quickly hit the pause. Cool. Alright, get my settings as I want them. Good, the volume's not deafening. I've actually tidied my my room IRL tonight, so it's looking a bit more reflective as to what it looks like in the game, which is nice. Can finally see my floor again, which is always a good thing, always a positive thing. I do apologise if you get a bit of gappage or indeed a bit of slurpage. I will mute my microphone, but I've got a lovely big cup of tea in hand, so because that's the British thing to do, we play video games and drink tea. Lovely, nice big gulp there of Lady Grey, because I'm a bit of a tea fanatic. I like my tea. My favourite being Twinings Lady Grey. It's got that citricy kind of aftertaste, which is just chef's kiss. You know, really, really nice. Okay, and there we go. I believe we have everything up and running now as it should be. Just going to quickly double check, make sure everything is as it should be. Wonderful. Okay, I think we've I believe that is Sydney watching from Portugal. Hello, Sydney. Drop us a little comment in the chat if you'd like. I think it might pop up on screen, or it might not. It might just pop up on my YouTube. Who knows? So I have done some tweaks since last time. I've spent a good 2.5 hours this morning just doing a few bits and bobs. As you will notice, this room wasn't here last night when we did the first episode of this streaming series, because I realised that one thing that this house is missing was a shower and toilet facility. And if we just go in now, there's the sink, there's a bath with a little modesty curtain made of glass, and a toilet with a chain, because you know what, everybody poops. And a trident, because, well, I'll be honest, because I couldn't find anything more nautical than that to go in a bathroom. So we now have facilities for our little dude to go and use the bathroom should he need to. But that is not what took me 2.5 hours this morning. Brace yourselves, because this is big. So we're going to go out of the house. There's a little tunnel that we had for the canal, all of the rest of it. Oh, there has been a comment. I can just quickly jump onto my YouTube, because I haven't got comments enabled on the screen as of yet. There is a "Hey Nath" from Sydney, and I will respond accordingly. So yeah. What I will do, actually, I can't put the comments back on screen now. I don't think, without stopping the stream. Let's try, actually. Bear with. Broadcast settings. Okay, and view comments. Okay, so I can view comments that way. Advanced settings. Display message to spectators and spectators' comments. Okay, so if I come out of this now... there we go. So, Sid, I can see everything that you say now. I can't respond while I'm playing, but the comments are appearing up on screen, and potentially you can see that there as well. Oh, that's useful. I can also see the time-elapse screen. So we can keep an eye on time. I'll stream potentially for an hour and a bit tonight, maybe a bit longer. And yeah... So, there's the lovely lighthouse that was our project yesterday, and the closer we get to the lighthouse, you're going to realise the level of effort I've put in this morning to this build. Because in the distance, that wasn't there last night, was it? Let's get a wiggle on. I have decided to start building the Great Wall that will surround my kingdom. And... I've also decided to make a little towery bridge thing for it. So this has been my morning. I'm just going to show you how far we've gone this side first. I've got all of the tools in my inventory to keep on building my lovely wall as well. So if we just go along here, let's go right to the corner. So I've just kind of marked out here. This is the furthest point, at least to this side that I've gone. So I've made a tall kind of tower. That's a corner point there, just so I can use it as a point of reference. And just a very basic tower, really. Go down here. Well, I should probably build a roof onto that, actually. Bear with. Oh, that's the wrong block. And da-da-da-da. Oh. Okay, let me get out of the way there, and... There we go. So, this is what we've got at the moment. This is, say, the far side. My housey thing is just over there in the distance where I'm spinning the camera. And there's a village over there as well. So we're going to try and build this wall straight through and maybe around that islandy bit there. But we've also got, well, say, I think I've done about 20% of the wall at the moment. And that doesn't sound like much, but when you see how much I've actually done, you will realise quite how much we've got left to do. So if we go down here, I've got some stairs as well, because I've tried to make it fit the terrain. I didn't want it to be like quite, you know, the Attack on Titan wall, for example. Don't need it to be 1 billion feet tall, but enough to kind of mark out my territory and show where I am. Each of these little towers along the bridge has got, oh, I haven't filled that in yet. Has got a little stairwell that comes up to the top, to the viewing platform, because tourism and stuff. And then, yeah, so this gap here is about 30 odd blocks. The middle bits are 60 odd blocks. And they've all got these little towers just kind of breaking them apart. So a little bridge above the shipping channel there. Another little tower. And yeah, this took freaking ages. Like, it was worth it, and it looks fantastic now. He said so humbly and so modestly. But yeah. So this is the far end of it, and you can go up to the viewing platform, or if we go down, so let's pop down here, we now get to the wall by this fishing village, which is what I'm going to call it. I'll probably come up with something a bit more creative than fishing village. Oh, that isn't even, we don't like that. So little fishing piers here, and I said this village has been pre-populated by the game. I'm going to tweak it and do things to it as we kind of go on with this build. This is going to be like my big project build in this particular version of Minecraft I've got now, I've decided. So what we will do is we'll just kind of come back to it, do an episode here or there, maybe one a week or one every few weeks. And it should hopefully make for some good content and a bit of a project for me to play around with. But as you can see, the wall, it doesn't just stop there where the shipping channel is. I've built it around my land, and I'm probably going to make this village a good sight bigger because there's a lot of water there, and as lovely as it is, it looks a bit empty and a bit naked, so we want to do something else with it. Got so all my barricade here. Not quite as tall as it is in other places, but I wanted it to be just like a nice visual, and that looks pretty cool. And so once we fill out the gaps in the water there, all that space, and put, you know, boats and buildings. Because as lovely as the Minecraft auto-generated buildings are, they are a bit on the small side. And I like my builds, at least. They say size isn't everything, and it isn't. But when you're building a city in Minecraft, it kind of is. And so yeah, so we've gone again further along here into the deserty area. And here's another one of those big towers. This one's a considerably larger tower. And if we just go up here, and we get up here, and the bridge continues up this way, or if we go up here, whoops, we get onto another viewing platform. And this is kind of what I've been... This is as far as I made it. So if I just kind of go a bit further along here and show you. Yeah, it's a sizable bridge. Cubed it off here, because working with straight lines is a lot easier than working with corners. There's our lovely lighthouse again, and another village there. And I stopped here because there's a third village. So if I just quickly zoom you along here, there's village numero uno. And you see that light glowing in the distance there. This I have marked out as being another large tower that I want to build around. And I'm thinking of making this line here where the kind of the wall will go down again to where my house is. And there's another village there which I can build on, and another village there. So ideally, eventually the wall will stretch all the way over to here and encompass this entire little village, and then right back around to the far point where we started. Yeah, it's ambitious. It is very ambitious. Oh, there's another village over there. Do I want to... I'm not even... I might be getting greedy. I don't want to have all the land. I don't want the wall to be the only thing we build. And I will build a lot of it in my spare time. But as you can see, there are lots of little villages that have been pre-populated by the game. We've actually gone so far that the game hasn't quite spawned this tile in. There we go. So yeah, we could even bring it back here and merge the villages. But we will see. We'll see how we get on. So anyway, I've done nothing but waffle on, so let's get building. Let's crack on with some of this wall and maybe this tower as well. Because what I'm thinking is this tower could actually be like a crossroad point, couldn't it? So I could have the wall going in 3 directions. I could have it going left along to that village, right to meet up with the other wall, and then straight ahead to surround this part. Who knows? Let's get building on this one though. Let's see how tall we want it first. Want it cloud height, because I've not built anything quite that high yet. Or maybe not cloud height, maybe that's tall enough. Don't want to be ridiculous. And what we'll do with this particular tower, say the wall is going to merge with it, so the wall is probably going to enter it a few stories up. And what we can do once we've got that all sorted out, I'm just going to try and make this, if I block it across here I can at least get the, there we go, the height all the same around. If I do go quiet, I do apologise. It has been a very busy day. I have been doing lots of housework and adulting and paperwork and all sorts, so exhaustion is setting in. Not quite there yet, and I say hopefully that cup of tea I've had will be the shot in the arm that I need. Because who doesn't like a nice cup of Lady Grey? I think that should be about right. Oh no, maybe not. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I should really have counted these. I think it's about 18 across. Because that looks a bit too far there. Let's go back. Right, if I stand here and jump off, that'll tell me if I'm even or not. 2 blocks over. Cool. Alright, let's just do the framework of this building, because again, it's a bit boring watching me just block up like this. And my conversation, as I mentioned, is probably not the most riveting tonight. But there we go. We've got the basic framework here. And what we want to do with this tower, I don't want to make it quite the same as the other towers, because all of the other towers are very kind of blocky and quite tall really, and quite militia looking, I think is probably the best way of putting it. I want this to maybe be more of a lookout tower. I'm going to make it kind of a bit more conical later on. Going to give it like a coned roof potentially, and make it like a centre point for this giant wall, or at least a centre point for this particular area of land that I'm working on. You can just see the rest of the wall off in the distance there. And what we're going to do is we're not going to destroy any of that sand. We're just going to build straight over the top of it, because I want, like I said, the wall to feel like an organic part of the land, like it's been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. I'm not one for like putting masses of backstory or anything into the worlds that I create, but that being said, it's nice when you do sometimes have at least those thoughts. And quite honestly, this build I am just doing for the sheer enjoyment of it, so it's not like I'm oh, hello. What the hell happened there? Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that was a possibility. If you build blocks on certain bits of sand, the sand gives way. Interesting to note. Right, we're nearly there. I'm just going to build the baseline here and then fill in the bits that I've missed as we go. But for the time being, I just want to make sure that it's pretty much a straight shot to the tower that I'm building, because if not, we can tweak it slightly midway. And up we go there. So that's the one draggy thing about this. As I mentioned on the stream last night as well, how rude. How rude. That's just making much more work for me later on down the line, isn't it? Ah well, live and learn. At least it gives our wall a bit more height and makes it look a bit more impressive in certain parts as well. Again, size not being everything, but it being a helpful thing. Oh, that's a few blocks too far over. Unless... I'm thinking... we can just... yeah, that'll do it. Please ignore me talking to myself like a lunatic. But the best people are crazy. So that's how many blocks? 4 across, isn't it? So if we go 1, 2... oh, 3 across. That works actually, because this is 18 by 18, I think. So instead we're going to make it 21 by 21. So if we just build up here. And we go... ooh. Then 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Yep, and then we might have to do a little landscaping here, but it's not the end of the world. Sand's pretty easy to play with. Very nearly went into my old Star Wars quotes there. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. As most of you know, I am a massive Star Wars fan. I don't mind the prequels even. I mean, for some people, that was their first experience of Star Wars, and compared to the most recent 3 films, they weren't terrible. However, the one thing I will never defend is Hayden Christensen's bad, moody romance acting. I mean, it was just bad. There's no nice way of wording it. It was just bad. I don't think we need to go any further than that, do we? Or do we? Hang on. I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, I still do. So, 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Whoop. Bit too far, but what are you going to do? Okay, so we're only 20 minutes into the stream and already we're making progress with what we're going to do, and the wheels in my head are turning. Although I've just realised that I'm probably going to have to destroy those pillars that I've made. Where am I? What we'll do for now is I'll build the corner pillars again here. Oh, hello. That's where the wall connects. That's lovely. Okay. Fill that in as well, just because it looks a bit gappy. And there we go. So that's the corner block. Up we go. I might have an idea as to how to make this work still. Because we're still going to need... We don't want it to be all big inside, so we can have the area down there as like a ground level hallway or an entrance hallway or something going all the way around. Yeah, you know what, we're going to make this work. That's fine. We can live with that. That's not a problem. What we will do is just fill in the circumference here because it just looks horrible from above. Besides, it's meant to be a fortified area, so it doesn't matter if it's got a nice big chunky wall. So we won't do this all stream, we'll just build up a few bits and then go on and do some other stuff as well. I said that last night and about 2 hours later we had a lighthouse, so who knows really? I could be lying. Let's get that back down, that's one above it, so... Whoops-a-daisy. And the reason I've gone one above is so I can use this bit here that I've already made as a floor for when we get, when we actually get the whole thing completed, and we can start using it as a base for building our lovely roof. And let's just plumb it down here. I was toying with maybe making this like a desert ruin or something, but I want to do that maybe on a kind of smaller scale to begin with. Maybe make a pyramid or something. Because there's tons of sand everywhere. And we've got lovely red sandstone in the game as well, which I'll show off at a later point. So, yeah, we could have some fun down the road there with it, or down the way. Let's get this bit done here. Trying not to do any copyright singing. That's something I'm always super worried about when I do these streams, because I know what a musical and nerdy person I am. And I know full well that if I do something like sing part of the Star Wars theme or something, if YouTube pick up on it, I get slappy slappy wristy wristy, and nobody likes slappy slappy wristy wristy. Okay, there we go. That's the basic kind of framework of the building there. Let's fill out the sand gaps here now. And I'm going to have to dig through that sand on the other side in a minute. Whoops. If we get to a lower level, actually. So, the thing I mentioned last night, you can hotlay or hotkey all of the blocks down, by which I mean if you aim your reticle just right and you gently squeeze on the left bumper in this game, you can lay all your blocks down real quick, just like that, instead of laying them down one at a time like I'm going to do here. However, it is faster to do it here because I'm also digging through a layer of sand every time. There we go. Basic framework is complete. And what we will do now is... That's a thought. I could, in theory, make a double-layered bridge, potentially. Because at the moment, this bridge here is only 6 blocks wide. I say bridge, it's just a line of stones at the moment. But when we get back here, you will see, once I've put the blocks here as well, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 long. That's interesting. We'll work it out as we go. That's the best way to do these builds. What I'll also do, just because I don't like leaving these things exposed, or the wooden planks exposed, I'm not going to kind of build the entire back wall for now. I might do that on a bit of free play time that I have tomorrow morning. But we'll at least cover up the naked wood, because nobody likes to see naked wood. I just realised that doesn't sound great to say out loud, does it? Oh well. Just keep bricking, just keep bricking. Oh, okay. It paused and then continued. Lovely, lovely. And boom, there we go. I don't know why I just dropped the bricks there. So yeah, so that is the kind of the ongoing wall project that we've got at the moment. I've not even begun. I've only just kind of barely started to do the. I don't know what you'd call this really. The teeth of the wall, I guess, or the. I don't know, the bit that all castles have to make them look castle-y, or at least in my chess set. But that'll be dead boring to watch, so we're not going to do that for now. Instead, what we're going to do, now that I've shown off the big wall and we've made a bit of structural, little bit of structural progress, we're going to have a little look into this village, see if we can get some ideas, and work around what they've already got. Because they've got a lot of little small buildings like this, so this is, I think that's like an enchanting thing, or a brewing stand, yeah. It's like just a little brewing room, a little brewing hut. And they are really well designed, don't get me wrong, they are lovely. There's a... What's this here? That is... I think you use that to make bows and arrows and stuff. That looks nice. And oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that little table. That is just a fencing post and a flat slab. Ah, in fact, it's not. It's a pressure pad. Hence it makes that little clicky noise. So, yeah, so getting some good ideas as to what we're going to do and what we're going to build. I want this to feel quite like a proper fishing port. So, a couple of things we're going to want to do is... we're going to want to have some boats. We're going to want to build a few boats. We're going to want to play around with... We want all of the kind of the flooring to be the same. We want the acacia wood planks here, and we want it to fit kind of organically into the kind of setting we've already got. So I've just cleared the toolbar there, and now we're going to fill up on acacia items. So if we go down here, we've got the where are you? Acacia wooden slab, and we want an acacia wooden block, which I've lost momentarily. Oh, it's up here, right at the top. Planks, there we go. We want the fencing as well, just because that'll be good for making a few bits and pieces out of. And let's have a look. What else we have? Oh, they use the it's just like yellow concrete. Interesting. That bizarre noise you hear is villagers. That is what they sound like. Very thoughtful. I think they're having a little conversation somewhere. Ah, here they go. It's a little travelling salesman, I think, this. Wandering trader. Yeah, there we go. We've got nothing really to trade with him. We don't need to anyway, because we've got infinite resources as we're in creative mode. But it's just nice to see that that's what they are and that's what they do. So we've got a little grassy path here, but again, I really want it just to match up with the acacia wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some blocks and start doing some paving. And we want it to look equilateral as well, so I'm afraid some of these plants are going to have to go. I don't know why, but my Amazon dot on the side of the TV is just activated. I don't recall having said the forbidden word. I didn't summon her. She is not here. Our divine overlords and masters, the artificial intelligence. It is remarkable what we can do with tech these days, but at the same point it's also a bit alarming sometimes, potentially, is probably the right way of putting it. Right, we want to leave some of these plants here, so let's get a little pathway up here. I always like to have them in 3 across or 4 across, because just 2 looks a bit like you weren't even bothered, like you weren't even trying. If I dig a little path here, I can get this one here, and then we switch out to the stairs, and there we go. Probably should have done that one more across, but you know what, it's fine. In fact, let's just get rid of these. Make it... Oh, wrong item. And let's go and then there we go. So already that looks a little better, at least in my untrained eye. Aye. And what we'll do now is we're just going to replace some of this paving, some of this soil with the lovely acacia wood. And it gives my my cogs and wheels a bit of time just to turn around while I think of a few ideas that we can implement in this village. I don't mind too much that these aren't super linear because it is just, you would have bendy pathways in most places. Doesn't always follow a straight path. This game has got some strange noises going on in it, it really does. That made me absolutely jump out of my skin, whatever it was. Well, it's night time, so weird noises are bound to happen. We're not going to do the entire path, at least not for now, but we've started it off anyway. So I like this. This is just like a little fountain with, they've put some banners on it as well. And this kind of crisscrossy pattern of the concrete. So there is a definite colour theme kind of going on in this little town. So what I might do now, I might start experimenting around with a boat. Just like a little, we're going to do like a little boat. We're going to make it a bit of a contrast to the kind of the other wood that we've used in this area. So we're just going to go for the standard oak. We're going to use oak fencing as well because that'll be useful. Oak stairs, again, useful. Oak trapdoor will also be quite handy. Right, what else do we want? We want oak mini planks. And if we go down here, I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but let's get a couple of the white banners for sails. And yeah, I'm just going to see if there's anything else that might be useful or ship-like for the time being. I've not actually made a boat in this game in a long time, so no idea really how this is going to turn out. It could look like an absolute travesty, but we will see. Okay, I think for now, maybe a door. Not sure if that'll be useful or not, but let's find out. So let's get over to the far side here where there is that shipping channel. So I think here would be a good spot to do a bit of building. Now, obviously, this is water. I can't build on water, so I need to have something attaching it to something else. And it's quite a deep spot of water as well. You can see that I've been lazy and I've not built the underwall of the ocean yet, because that will take flipping ages, and honestly, how often am I going to actually go under the sea? Not very. Got a little tunnely bit here as well. Right, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to build a few blocks, that'll be enough, out here, delete the rest, water returns to normal, and now we've got a starting point for our boat. I've got no idea how big this is going to be, I've got no idea how it's going to look. I think that's a good length. How many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. Or 10. Okay, so we've got a little cross in the water now. And if we build out here, probably want to make it a little longer one side than the other, because all ships have like a bow and a mast, don't they? I'm wondering if I'm clever. Do it this way and build that out there, and then if I go here with my aha, look at that. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. I like that. Get rid of that now. Actually, maybe I don't want to get rid of that. Maybe I want to instead block there, destroy that block, and another bit of upside down stairs. There we go. Look at that. So now we've got a bit of a frame for the boat. That looks quite cool. Okay. Now we need to build up the side. It's going to be quite a narrow boat, but that's okay. It's just going to be a bit of window dressing for the time being while we figure out how to build boats properly. Then at a later point we can look at making them look more ship-shape. Pun definitely intended. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Not really at all. Let's do that there. Actually, yeah, let's do that and then do that there. Oh, wrong way round. Okay, so that's like the basis of the boat. We want to probably, in fact, yeah, we want it a little lower, so let's go for this. These stair blocks are an absolute lifesaver when it comes to just making little tweaks and little crevices in the wood, make it look a bit more organic. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay, cool. Now we want to put the inlay here, so let's do that. So it's just a basic wooden boat, and then the pièce de résistance. Oh, in fact, you know what we could do? Yeah, let's do that. Talking to myself like a lunatic. 3, and actually maybe 2's enough. Okay, that sail looks a little pathetic. So, idea. Get rid of it. There we go. Put one on the back end here. Little tiny sail. Get another set of these fencing pieces here. Oops. Oh, Struth. Keep pressing too many buttons. And there we go. Slightly bigger. Let's get another block on that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into our other bits and pieces. We don't want glass, because glass is... it looks good stacked, but it's all see-through, and we don't really want our sails to look see-through. We're going to go to wool. Where is the wool? Here is the wool. Oh, that's concrete. Concrete powder. Wool. Lovely. And I think what we'll do is, if I put a block just... yeah, so the sail's that way, so we want them all on the front. So block there, block there, block there. In fact, we can probably go 5 across. Because then we can go 5, 2, whoops, lost my bearings there. 2 up there, then 1, 1. In fact, we can go 3 up. And 2 up. There we go, and just because we want it to look all symmetrical and also logical, I guess. That looks about right. Then here we can get another sail. Make it a slightly smaller sail. I don't know much about boats and how they work, but this feels about right. And what we'll do is we'll just put 3 blocks here. And there we go, we've already got a boat. It's not a beautiful boat, it's not a perfect boat, but it is obviously, and for all intents and purposes, a boat. Although, I've just had a really good idea. I say really good idea, this could look crap, but we will see. Somewhere in here are decapitated heads of enemies, and in particular I think there's one of a dragon. Where is it? What's that? Totem of Undying whatever, no thank you. No, that's a helmet. Oh, it is here somewhere, I know it is, because I have it mounted on a wall in the house. Okay, I'm probably being blind. Let's just go through once more just to double check. Maybe I'm in the wrong area of the menu. There are so many things that they've added to this build of the game, it's unreal. There is so much to discover and to add and to play around with. Right, let's go under the potions. So let's go for that. Maybe a bell as well. That feels nautical. I grabbed the wrong head there, I think, didn't I? There we go. Put that in place of the door because we don't need the door. Right, I wonder how this is going to look. Oh! Oh, I like that. I do like that. However, I don't like it on this particular boat. We want a black pearl kind of boat. Very Pirates of the Caribbean. So what we'll do instead, we're going to do that. Oops. That there. And then we're going to move to the block behind him. And then we'll put the mini sail here. And there we go. That is our first boat in our harbour. And already that's given it a bit more character and a bit more depth. And it looks like that sail is giving me the one-fingered salute. Lovely. Well, there we go. That is a boat built. We have experimented. We have tried something new. Do we put a bell here? Why not? Why not? Because it feels like a harbour if there's a bell sound, I think. I don't know why. Lovely. There we go. Apologies if that deafened any person using headphones. Right, here we go. Okay. So we're going to leave this space here, just because we don't want there not to be any room for the ships to go. Need to add another set of blocks here because it's not quite equal to the other side. Much better. There we go. Okay, so we've added a few tweaks there. We're now at 40 minutes onto the stream, so we're doing well for time. Try and decide if I want to branch out here a bit, maybe make something big. Oh, that was something I wanted to experiment with, wasn't it? Okay. I will explain all in a moment, but what we're going to do is we're going to build a larger kind of area here. All the way out. Bit further, come on, along you go. Because I come from a very nautical and touristy town, Plymouth, it's given me inspiration, because this is also a very touristy and oceany town that I'm building here, or at least part of my kingdom that I'm building. And what we're going to potentially do, this is going to be ambitious. It really is going to be ambitious, but I'm going to try and make an aquarium. And what we're going to do is we're going to block just a wire around here. Want to leave some space to build other things, but I think that should be enough. If I go with this side now, I'm going to leave 3 or 4 blocks each side around, just as a pathway around the building itself. Ah, look at that, perfect, nearly. Almost, but not quite. I'm wondering if I can actually put fish from the sea into a watery area. Let's quickly go into our little cheeky guidebook and see if we can. Lots of dead animals. Oh no, tropical fish, puffer fish. Are they living, are they dead though? Let's try. Oh, that's a dead fish. That's one I've eaten. I wonder if I can... Alright, let's try something else. I mean, we've got coral we can play around with, so that'll look good at least. Maybe they auto-spawn. Oh no, hang on, here there's eggs. Where are the eggs? Aha! Spawn squid, spawn zombify, zombies, slime, stray, skeletons, silverfish. Aha, so there are fish. Tropical. Right, let's just try a few of these. So if I just... Ah, look at that. I'm spawning fish. Wonderful. Okay, cool. What the hell is he doing? Our resident tradesman has gotten himself a tad lost. Well, let's continue with the build, and hopefully he will still be here by the end of it. What a muppet. That's 3, and this will be 4. And then I think this will be 4 here as well. And then... It's quite a large space for an aquarium. I wonder if I've overreached myself, maybe. Oh, we'll give it a crack and we'll see what happens. Wonder if I could spawn a sea turtle as well. Oh, that's the thing. I want plenty of space for there to be lots of big tanks. So, 1, 2, 3. We need one more setup here. So here's the thing, right? Obviously I want to make some flooring, but I also like the thought of the ocean being down there, so I might make some glass flooring at a later point. For now, I'm going to try and... Go away. Give over. Over you go. Over you go. Over you... Oh. I nearly got him out and he's now dead. Let's see if I can get these llamas out. There we go, and up. Over you go. Into that ocean you both go, because you're in my way here. Right. Now, what are we going to make the floor and the walls out of? We want to make it look... obviously like it's part of the same village, but we also want it to stand out from the rest of the village. So what we will do... they like using the orange and yellow concrete. Let's use the yellow concrete, but let's add some... blue, light blue with it. So we're going to make the circumference. Let's just start by building the entrance way and the entrance wall. And I've just realised something that's going to bother me, so I'm going to fix it quickly. That is 1, 2, 3. And we want our entrance way to line up with this path and for it to be 4. So it means I'm also going to have to do that because my brain is just that way inclined. Lovely, there we go. And we want to get rid of 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I'm just going to change these ones to blue just to remind myself this is the entrance way that we want. And go along this way. Probably not going to be quite in the centre, but I don't mind that really. Yeah, not quite, but you'd know it's not far off. It's probably 1 block to the right. I'll take that. I will take that. That is not bad. Now we're just going to have to try and recall 1, 2, 3, 4, and if that's right, does that line up? Yep, good. Nice and lined up. Now, we want the flooring inside the aquarium to be blue into the pathways. I am literally just doing this off of the top of my head. I've not planned this out or anything. This could be an utter disaster, who knows. I like the thought of there being this kind of central pathway all the way through the middle of it. I think I've maybe misjudged that by 1 block. That's the other reason we're doing this. Yep, 1 block. And it's that block. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep the constant kind of theme of this blue pathway being kind of the central area, and then maybe a slightly different blue going through different areas of the aquarium. What we also want to do probably, I'm going to mark out the rest of this edge while I think too, because this is going to be the external wall. Have some nice glass doors potentially, or like glass effect around the doors. Don't worry about those sides there in a bit. Let's see what other coloured concrete we have. I want to have maybe like a darker blue as well. So what I'm thinking is this: we want to have a central partitioning wall. What colour do we want that to be though? Oh, decisions. Let's go for this as the wall colour actually, for just for a second. I'm going to start building out rooms, because if you're going to have an aquarium you need to have rooms and areas. So that's going to be one room. I haven't even thought about like gift shop or, you know, anything like that yet. Also, see, now I'm going to need to do this. Oops. So that's going to be like a first area. We could have like a little pathway going through here as well. Yes, okay, I've had an idea. We've had an idea, and it's a good one, I think. Maybe make this like a little, not like a maze necessarily, but... Right, let me put that there, and another one there. So the pathways are going to be 3 blocks across, the hallways, and the room entrances we're going to have as 3 across as well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is there as well. Yeah, okay, cool. So, got to get the glass out. And this is where we're going to have our glass floors. These are going to be our like our hallway areas. That seems a bit pointless there. Ah, okay. Brainwave. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yep. So start a flooring area here in this colour. And immediately it's now looking better, isn't it? In, again, my head. Let's get the glass here. I promise this will all make sense once I start putting up like walls and putting animals and stuff in here. Go this end. And again, what colour here for the carpet? So I'm thinking of making this just like a very basic aquarium room. This can be like a few more exotic ones. We're going to make this kind of 2 separate rooms, I think, again. So let's block out another wall here. There. So that's another room. That's another room again. I could always make that like a little tunnel area, I suppose, as well. What we also want is we want like a very big tank. We want one really big tank. So I want that to be like a pretty much a cube room. And against one wall. So this will be the main tank, this area. I've not even thought about making like a second floor potentially. Oh, so many ideas, so little time. We could even turn this into like an aquarium and a museum. Aquarium on the ground floor, museum on the second floor. This is what happens when I'm given unlimited access to tools to play with. It's a bad idea. Or a good idea, depending on your outlook. Working out a bit for the height now. We're not going to do again the entire wall, I'm just giving myself a visual. Whoops, a daisy, that's the wrong place to be putting all that. And start fluffing around with carpeting as well and stuff in a bit, and different patterns. I just want to box out this first room, and what we'll do is we'll try and build the first room on the stream tonight. We might get further, we might not even get that far. But at least then I've got a visual for kind of the aesthetic as to what I want this place to look like. I do like the darker blue being for the walls, just because it makes everything pop out and it makes it feel like a proper aquarium, I guess. Like I remember going to a Plymouth Aquarium a few months before the lockdown happened, and a lot of it is quite dark with really good lighting. Obviously it's got like spotlights and stuff, but you are, you know, it's almost claustrophobic but not quite, and it is in the best way possible claustrophobic as well. Make it one block taller just to symbolise it's an external wall. Right, and what I want to do here as well, I need to do another wall. Well, actually I need to do another 2 walls because I don't want that external wall, that yellowy gold colour, to be on the inside of the aquarium. So what we'll do... I don't really mind, that's just... So now we've got that, we got that, we got that. We just need this to go away. We want the flooring not to be the same colour as the wall as well, that's important. Right, okay, so we've started off as that sky blue colour, but I'm not certain that's what we're going to stick with. I'm going to put more glass here. Let's go into our little matrix of ideas. We've got terracotta there, that could be quite nice. We've got the light blue. It's got yellow. Okay, let's have a play and see what these look like. With these ones I'm going to have to do patterns, I think, aren't I? Oh, can I be bothered is the question. Ah, that's a nice one. Going to give it that nice aquatic feel. I'm probably going to tear up some of these slabs of carpet as well to make way for different bits and pieces that I'm going to want on the aquarium. We are just approaching the 1 hour mark. We have made some significant progress on this stream already. The limit is usually 2 hours, say, for YouTube streams. Not sure if I'll go on that late tonight. We will see how we get on. Mostly because I've got lots of things to do tomorrow and I need the back of my eyelids at some point. Right, there we go. That is the room. Let's now start looking at what we want to do in terms of fish and glass and stuff. What I might do is this. Gonna build a few more little walls. This will make sense, I promise. In fact, let's go 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This will make perfect sense in a moment, I promise. You might already see where this is going, to be fair. all that hard work feels like it's for naught. I promise you it's not. Because what we will do instead is... So that is going to be one of our exhibits. That is going to be one of our little tiny aquarium bits. We need to get some sand in there now. And this is where the creativity is going to become much more obvious. What kind of animals do we want? First of all, we want... That would be cruel. Let's not do that. What are the... Let's use some silverfish. And glass. I wonder actually if I go, rather than for a block of glass, I go for a pane of glass. Will that look better? If I can remember how to add it to my... we don't want that. Let's get rid of that. Okay. That looks good. Oh, bother. Okay. What we're going to have to do as well is I'm going to have to make a little hole here and another little hole here, so that I've got a way out once I fill this room with water. Playing with water is, in this game, it can have disastrous consequences, even in creative mode, because it's an absolute pain in the backside to get rid of. Right, let's go down here. And what we're going to do, down the hole we go. I'm going to go down to my little water bucket, which is around here somewhere. There we go. Put that over the yellow terracotta. I want to get some sand as well. Come on, brain. There we go, sand. Place the yellow concrete for a bit, because we're not going to use that for a while. I'm going to fill the first level with water. We've got to do this carefully, because we don't want to make a mess. We want it to be nice and flat water, nice and still. We also don't want it to come pouring out. Like that. Bother. Okay. Easy fix. That is why we use the glass panes. Noted. I knew there was a reason. Ooh. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Bye bye bye. More water. And this time we can do it properly without risk of flooding our lovely newly built aquarium. I've missed a few bits there. I think that's even now. There we go. Okay, so now we are actually underwater. Let's get some silverfish going. Okay, it's not letting me spawn them for some reason. And I've just gotten rid of everything in my toolbar. Did not mean to do that. Let's spawn some salmon then. Ah, there we go. 3, 4, and 5 salmons. And now, if I just go back and get my blue concrete block, and get yellow as well. No, we don't need yellow yet. Block it there. And we come down here now. We have got our first exhibit for our aquarium. We've got some lovely salmons. Salmon, singular. And yeah, it's not the most glamorous aquarium you've ever seen, but you know what? That's okay. What I'm going to do over here is I might actually make a corner unit as well. Yeah, I like the thought of that. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to make this a feature wall. Let's get the glass back because we want to mark it out. In fact, no, we'll make the far end the feature wall. Make it a bigger tank. here. Probably want to make these bits actually more like this, so we can put some sand on top. Save a bit of time as well. Means I'd have to get rid of the carpet. Where's the sand? There's the sand. Hello, sand. And we can even do some coral stuff as well now. So we've got blue, and we'll get some fire coral as well. In fact, yeah, there's a bit pink in there as well. And we can make this exhibit a squid exhibit. I've got no idea how this is going to look. But I hope it looks okay. Let's get some water. Replace that window pane so we don't make that silly mistake again and drown ourselves. Oops. Alright, well, we'll do it that way then. Gonna have to be careful with the depth of these tanks as well, because I don't want any nasty like water gapping or anything. I think this is about as far as I can push it. Yeah, that looks fine. Cool. Look at that, and one more should do it. Lovely, we've got our little exhibit here, so let's put some coral down. And maybe a bit more pink over here. Huh. Didn't realise we go on walls. And we've got our squid. Oh my life, he's a big boy. Let's put 3 in here. And then seal off the tank. Look at that. We've got now feature wall there. It's a bit dark in there. Ooh, I've had an idea. Brain wave has been had. We've got shroom light. We've got somewhere down here aqua lamp and glowstone. I'm going to see which of them looks best underwater. Because what we might do is this. Let's do that and that. And make it a little rockery. And if I can remember where the hole is, there it is. Oh no, there it is. Try. With other ones I might experiment with so what we'll do is this. 2, 3, 4. Blue concrete block. There we go. Don't know why I'm speaking in a funny French accent. Don't know why I do most things. There we go. In fact, now I'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I like using these ones because they just look a bit like fluorescent lights. And my internet is failing me, that's annoying. Not midstream, please. I'm going to quickly unplug my Amazon Dot. Hopefully that gives me a bit more bandwidth. If you can still hear me and see me, just drop me. Hopefully that's still working. Oh, block in the face. Wunderbar. I see the waving. That is fine. It's still working then. There we go. Look at that. That feels a lot more like an aquarium now, doesn't it? And what we're going to do here, because that's a very naked corner, rather than building another aqua kind of area, I've had another idea. What we're going to do is, if I'm clever, and I'm sometimes occasionally, once or twice a year, clever, item frame, and we've got picture. Let's get some more coral. Warped roots and horn coral and brain coral. There we go. What we're going to do, I'm going to try first of all painting and see if we can get an oceany painting. Nope, nothing, 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 nothing. It's just the same three. Bother. Okay. I wonder actually if we go here, is there anything oceany at all in this little thing? No, not really. Oh, that one's kind of oceany, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep that one there. And then on this wall, gotta go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. That actually protrudes out from the wall. I wonder if it does the same with these. You know, that's cool. It makes it look like an interactive exhibit as well then. You've got little bits on the wall and all of that. Lovely. Right, okay. That is the first part of our aquarium done and dusted. I don't really like how yellow that wall looks. I'm going to do a pattern on it at some point, I'm sure. Let's get some more yellow concrete. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. I reckon we've still got another good 20 or so plus minutes on the stream. That shouldn't be a problem. I'm wondering if the yellow wall will maybe look a bit better when I've got something on the roof. So the thing is, an aquarium either has lots of windows or none, and this one at the moment has none. Because I don't really want to waste the space where I could be using it for, well, for other things. And we've made that actually one block taller than we intended, but that's fine. Okay. Now here's the next thought. That was a terrifying noise. What the hell was that? Oh, it was this llama thing. Oh, flower. Pretty flower. So see, that goes there. Then let's mark out a bit more of this, just so I can visualise it a bit better, I think. That might be a good shout. Not all the way, mind. That's in line, good. I do mutter to myself like a lunatic sometimes, I have to say. I don't like that. But for now, it will be fine. Oh, okay, another brainwave has occurred. I could potentially make this a one-way system. And make it 2 floors. So you have to go main entrance this way, through this room, or into that room rather, and back out through this room. Interesting. Yeah, and then I could go here, make a stairwell up here, use this as like a glass tunnel. Yeah, like a... Oh, I'm good. I am good. And not even at all modest. Not even a tiny bit. This is going to look awesome if it works. I'm going to leave that as it is for a minute. Well, the bit that I'm just going to do the wall outline. Oh, this is clever. If I can get my my lines to work properly. So my thinking is this. I could fill this entire area that I'm blocking out right now with water, and then put glass where the roof would usually go, do a pathway from here up to there, and make it a walkover tank, like the one we have in Plymouth with all the sharks. I don't think we have sharks in this game, so I might have to substitute sharks with dolphins, but to be honest, I could even leave a little area open or fenced off and make it like a little safe petting area, because dolphins are very docile. That could work. What we're going to do is now we're going to put some sandstone down here as the base for our large walkover tank. I had no intentions whatsoever when I started this stream of building an aquarium, and look where we are now and look what we're doing. Well, that was silly. Now my question is this: how am I going to fill this room with water properly? There are ways of working around it, but it could be an absolute pain in the proverbial to do. What I will do as well is, while we're here, get the light blue concrete out, do a little pathway here. Figure out how many stairs we need to go up there. The wheels in my head are turning while I'm working, so if I keep pausing, I do apologise. It's just my brain working stuff out. My peculiar brain doing what it does. Just trying to think the best way of doing this stairwell up, while keeping it all nice and equilateral and as it should be. Right, let's work out this bit first. So, glass cubes. We want them here, so this will be the floor. Oh, I'm clever. I figured out how we can do the water. But I'm going to need to lock myself in here to do it. But that's okay because I can get out pretty easily. Right, let's get planning our dolphins then. So I'm just going to quickly run through the animals just to make sure I've not missed a shark anywhere. Pig, sheep, wolf, polar bear, ocelot, cat, mushroom, okay, fox, panda, sea turtle, dolphin, right, salmon, pufferfish, cod, tropical fish, zombie horse, skeleton horse, mule, donkey. Nothing like a shark at all. Stray, no slime, spider. Cave spider, spawn witch, guardian, elder guardian. Oh, hello, there's more. None of these look particularly sharky to me. And I don't want to do anything that will actually damage the... Yeah, okay, no sharks, that's fine. What we're also going to do then is get some coral blocks. Get some of the yellow wet sponge as well. What's a chorus fruit? Chorus plant even, what's that? Let's replace the dead coral with that. Oh, I need to get water, silly sausage. There is the water. Right. So the tactic for the water is this. I will literally just click under the glass block and it will flood downwards. And that way it's a treat. It's a bit difficult to manoeuvre, but we can cope. That is a bizarre sound. Right, that's all looking very tumultuous up there. That's not quite what we want. Let's see if we can flatten it out a bit by just... I really hope I've just not blocked above it. Let's get up here. Good, okay. Is there a way of getting it less swirly? I have to literally just go along all of them, I think, aren't I? That seems to have done something to it. There we go. Alright. And there we go. It's all calm. It all looks fine. So the next thing to do is to build some coral, I guess. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? If you didn't just in your head shout SpongeBob SquarePants, then do you even have a soul? What's this then? What do we do with that? Can't plant that, okay. Right, we don't want to overdo it down here, but let's put some other bits and pieces down. Let's get some, what's that? Get some of the blue and the red. Large fern, I wonder if that can be planted underwater. Kelp can definitely be planted underwater, and seagrass can. Crimson roots. Right, and then we want bamboo. Huh, didn't know we could have bamboo. Hello, Mr. Dolphin. There we are. Okay. Okay, so we can't plant that. Seagrass we can though. Look at that. This is taking shape nicely. In fact, if I'm if I'd been clever, I could have even made a second glass wall there. Ah well, you live, you learn. Kelp as well. Ah, that's better. Right, now we've got some fire coral. Ooh. The pressure's too much. That's interesting. Alright, well let's put some dolphins in here. Oh wow, they make dolphin noises as well. Let's go for 5 or 6. 4, 5, 7. Cool, there we go. Let's just get out of here now. You know what? I do want that open area as well, I think. Let's have it. Let's do it centrally. I'm going to put some more glass back there. Blimey, we're already at an hour and a half. That's gone quickly. It's gone very quickly tonight. What we will do is we'll have a little fencing off area around there. So let's get to the fencing and let's do this nice blue fencing we've got. It's greeny blue. And can it rest on glass? Yes it can. And we'll even have a little bit of space up top for a gate where divers can go. Because someone's got to feed them. Oh, that noise is cool. I love that. Oops, wrong button. There we go, look at that. We've got a little observation area. We've got our dolphin tank. Now we've got to work out how to get up there. Blue... Oh, no, we don't want concrete powder. That's no use to us. Let's just clear the toolbar. Get some of the... I'm having a senior moment. Light blue, and dark blue. And we need some stairs. And I think we can use those lovely warped wood stairs. Or let's go for prismarine block stairs for when we're getting up here. So I think what we're going to do is this. Because I don't like that yellow on the inside of the building, we're still going to obviously add another wall here. Wall it all the way up here. Those dolphins are so cool. Very pleased with that. That'll do for now. Oh, no it won't, apparently. Right, so what we really need to figure out is how to get up here. So we need 2. So that will be the landing area there. So that's where the stairs are going to go up to. And then this is still going to be more purpley blue wall. Deal with that in a bit. Right. I'll just deal with it now. Beginning to take shape, this. Right, and then what we're going to do is this. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. There we go. So those are going to be our stairs, and we're going to just... That looks nice, I like that. What? There are some very odd noises in this place tonight. Can't tell what was making that weird creepy noise. But we are sitting pretty. That is looking really good. And we're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're pretty much halfway there with our aquarium now, and it is looking good. Oh, we do need that coming across at some point as well, don't we? Let's get rid of the last bit of yellow wall here. Oh, we can go up a bit further. And how tall do we want this? We want this to be about 3, don't we? So let's go ba-ba. There's a little bit here still we need to clear out. There we are. It is definitely beginning to take shape. I can cope with that. That is very much a good evening's worth of work. Probably going to have a pathway, I think, going across here, so I want to get rid of these two. There we go, branching over there. Draw another line down here, just to placate my OCD tendencies. We'll work out the rest of the rooms and the other side at a later date. I might do that off stream, and by the time we next return for another episode of this, who knows what state the aquarium could be in. It could be completed, it could be as it is now. I might go back and do some walling. Who jolly well knows. Although what I am going to do, because I don't like things being unfinished, is I am going to quickly cover up that bit of the little crossway bridge we're going to have there on the second floor, or the first floor I should say. Yeah, that's already taking pretty good shape. What we could potentially even do, I toyed with the idea of doing an aquarium museum. We could do the aquarium on the left side and the museum on the right side. That could be interesting. I have not decided yet. That is a conversation for another day when my brain is less wobbly and tired. What we're also going to do is we're going to do something on top of this, I think, as well. We're going to make this a little taller. Or at least the circumference of it. We're going to make it to match the rest of the walls. Or the edge, I should say. Okay. So there we are. There's all of our little dolphin friends just down there. Let's go for a little swim with them. Oh. Oh, hello. What happened to your friends? Is there a way out of this? Are they clipping out of the... Maybe the game can't handle that many things on screen. We had 8, we've now got 2. Let's be grateful for 2, I guess, and see what happens and if they're still there on the next stream. But for now, I think that's enough on the aquarium. We're going to leave the aquarium there. We're going to just shoot off and quickly recap, I guess, and admire our handiwork. Our lovely little boat there. And the gigantic towering bridge. That does look phenomenal. That was a lot of effort and a lot of time, but well worth it, I think. I've got this bit here, all done. So if I fly over this way, so if I go straight as the bird would fly, it's going to lead me here. So I'm gonna, ooh, what am I going to do about this big mountainous bit? Might go around it. So if I put another tower, maybe down here. Let's just quickly get a quick stack of bricks somewhere. Where are my bricks? And a beacon as well, because we want to have a little light beacon so I know where I'm going. Aqualight. Sea lantern even, whatever it's called. Just build it right here, just smack dab where I landed. Add. Little marker for myself to remind myself there. We can make a tower there. Because if I fly... Yeah, you see, if I go straight over it, it's going to be too... It's just going to look awful. And it might also cut a little close to the village. If I just go zoom ahead again... Yeah, the village is just about within it, actually, but... What I'm thinking is this. Build another beacon here and have another tower just here. There we go. And then, if I just zoom ahead a few meters or so here. Here's a good spot. Make a little area. Make these little... It almost feels like the beacons of Gondor from Lord of the Rings. But I could build towers at each of these waypoints that I've just made. Or do I want it? You know what? That could be just about perfect if I've worked it out in my brain the right way. Okay, maybe I want it a bit further. Maybe I want another tower just here on this side of the water. Yeah, let's clear a bit of space. So I'm just kind of setting myself up for my next Minecraft session, which will probably be at some point tomorrow or possibly Tuesday. My Monday is looking pretty rammed. My Wednesday even more so. Job interview and stuff. There we go. So we can build the bridge from that point to that one down to here. Build maybe like a little tunnely bridgey thing or something over there. In fact, I might... Oh, I don't know. No, you know, there's plenty of river there actually. We can build it through the river. Connect it to this point. And then down to this point. Then we do something interesting in this little area here. Maybe make it like a resort or something. Oh, the ambitiousness of this project knows no bounds at this point. And then we want to get another beacon at the far side of this village, don't we? Oh, there's a second village. I forgot about the second village. Okay, let's go down here. Another beacon point here. Whoop. From there to there. In a way it's nice because we're sectioning off the wall. I feel like I should be sectioning off myself the amount of time I'm putting onto this, but there we go. And if I've nailed this just right, well, where's the city limit here? Okay. Should be able to see the rest of my other wall at this point. Oh, that's that. This is the fourth village, isn't it? So if I go further this way. Oh, this is ambitious. Very, very ambitious. Okay, right. In line with that. Village is there. Oh, this is nuts. What am I doing to myself? Okay. Maybe destroy those blocks there. Let's do another beacon here. So I want to keep it kind of lined up with stuff. I will do this way then. I want to keep it lined up with that. Go again to the far side of this village. Just to the grasslands, or just past the... there we go, just here. Marking up my territory, but not like a cat with wee. Right, and then... oh, this is... Nathan, what are you doing? I sometimes just catch myself and think, why am I doing this to myself? Let's build a tower into the sand here. This is going to be weeks of a project, if not months. Each of these wall sections on their own could take half an hour each, maybe longer. And I'm kind of losing my bearings a little bit here. Let's zoom forward again, further over here. That's it, that's the village. Okay, so if we just go to about here, make this the final corner. This will be another big tower bit. What the hell is that over there? Wow. Okay. Oh, that's not spawned yet. That's why that's all floaty. I think it's why it's all floaty. Better, much better. Okay, let's not get lost, because once we get lost, I'm on infinite mode, so there is literally, you can travel as far as you want in any direction. Right, those are my two beacons. Good, we've got the beacons in sight. This is the one I've just placed, I think. That's the village. Okay, if we head straight towards the village now, see how closely lined up we are with that other beacon we've placed. I'm probably going to want one more beacon by the village, potentially. That's the other one there. Okay, so we probably want one midway point, which is about here. Plomp. Right there. So we're going to have to kind of make our wall curve a wee bit, but that's okay. We can do that. We've worked out now pretty much the full circumference of the area we're dealing with, and it's enormous. So what we'll do, just to make sure that I've mapped it out correctly, we are going to do a lap in floaty fly mode. So we're going to head... Let's head back to my fake house for a second, just to make sure that I know where I am. There's my fake house. That's village number 1. Okay, so if we're going to call this the center point or the start point, we're going to go wall here. So wall from here out to here. This is ambitious. I keep saying it's ambitious. It doesn't make it any less ambitious, me saying it's ambitious. All the way out to here, which hasn't populated yet. Good job, game. There we go. I am working with a large area, so I can't blame the game for being a little slow. So the wall will go all the way out to here. Then turn here. I might as well maybe build a minecart system onto the top of the bridge for fast travel. Then goes down here to the big tower that we've built. So that's what all of the beacons should eventually look like, I'm thinking. Maybe with a bit of variety. But in there, it doesn't need to be super detailed. It is just going to be a big wall. So we go there. Oh, I've turned this into a little tower as well, didn't I? Lovely. Right, anyway. Down here. Across here. Do 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 do. I don't know why I'm humming the ending credit music for Super Mario 64. That is something I wouldn't mind trying to recreate in Minecraft at some point. A few of the levels from Mario 64, block by block. Favourite video game of all time. I mean, Mario 64 just revolutionised the way we view 3D gaming and 3D polygoning and all that kind of stuff. Our lovely little boat we made earlier in the stream. Onto the wall again. Curvy bit, curvy bit, curvy bit, curvy bit. Lovely aquarium slash whatever else we turn it into, not sure yet. Kind of looks like a big Aldi at the moment, but hey. And if we can zoom along again, that's another one of the waypoint towers that we've built in. Just because I can, up we go. And along again. And this is the big wall that we've started building. This is what they're all going to look like. I'm going to be sick of them by the time we're done. Lovely lighthouse that we built on the last stream. Okay, and then the outline of the wall we've started. And another village that's encompassed now in our little area. The gigantic tower. And then, I believe, if I go straight, I should hit a beacon. There. Great. Okay. And that's just a straight ahead beacon. And this tile, once it populates, beacon! Boom! And then we turn right. I think it's going to work. I think I've done this well. Okay. Was that too far? No, I think it's straight ahead again. There we go, straight ahead. It's populated now. 1 hour 50, so we are approaching the time limit. So I am going to stop streaming in just a few moments. We will finish this little victory lap, if you like, first though. And we've got that beacon there. And if we go straight ahead again, we're back to the first beacon that we started on, I think, or nearly are. This is going to take years to build. There we go, that's the other beacon there. let's go back home and relax. The idea is, all of that area, whatever's inside of it, I'm going to build on, make a bustling kind of like city hub, or my own little kingdom. It's raining. I was going to sit in the pool. That's a shame. Oh well. Go for a quick wee. There we go. Yes, I'm a child, I know. Alright, well let's clear our toolbar and head to our, not our fake bedroom, but the game bedroom. And there we go, look at that. I can even open the chat. Didn't know I could do that. Huh. I have just added zzz into the chat. And you can see that my gamer name, Elixan, an acronym of Nace Kyle. Not an acronym. The other thing. Anagram. Blimey, it is late. Well, there we go. We have done an hour and 50 plus minutes of my Minecraft build. I will do another one of these videos again soon, because I know that I got some lovely messages from a few different people after I put the video up last night, or I did the stream. So you guys clearly seem to enjoy this. So we will do more of it again soon. But for now, thank you very, very much for joining. Drop the video a like if you care to, or a comment. Like, share, subscribe, and I will be back again soon. But for now, I'm going to end the video, curl up on the sofa, and watch a few episodes of Vikings, I think. So until next time, love you.